All right, guys. This is Michael from freshbelief.com, and today we're interviewing Emeka Ossai of My Self-Publishing Blueprint, and we're going to be finding out a bit more about him, about his course, and more about Kindle publishing. So, welcome, Emeka.
Buddy, thanks for having me here. I'm excited. This is going to be cool.
Yeah. All right. So, first things first, for any people that are watching. Tell us a bit about yourself, your backstory, how you got into Kindle publishing. So just start off with that.
Yeah, man. So I started the whole online space back in 2016, and it's 2018 when we filmed this. And I'm from Canada. My wife's from Mexico. Moved down to Mexico to have her daughter, and I was just kind of working a job that was going to go nowhere. So we knew we had to change things. And one thing was for certain, I wasn't about to start working for some pesos here. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just nothing wrong with me. So, I needed something that was going to pay the bills. And I needed to be able to work remotely. And, it was actually Gary Vaynerchuk that gave me the idea of hey, check out Amazon, Gary V. And one thing led to another, and I started Kindle publishing in, I think my first book was August 2016. That book has still not turned a profit. I think I'm still down about $190 on it. But the second book profited, the third book profited, the fourth book took off.
Yeah.
And I never looked back since.
Nice. So back then, what was the biggest kind of struggles that you were having when you first get started? What was the first kind of struggles that you had?
Oh man, there were so many. Like the biggest thing that was holding me back, I didn't realize was holding me back until I started experimenting on my own, and that was just not getting the most updated current information.
Yeah.
I went through like 3 books, just, doing things that just didn't work for back then. It was 2016. And I didn't know they weren't working until I took a step back and was like, man, I thought I should be doing better by, I was like 4 months in. I was like, I thought I'd be making more money by now. What's going on? And I started re-looking at things. And then I tried some other tactics on my 4th book. And all of a sudden in 2 weeks, that book I don't want to say 2 weeks. Let's say within its first 6 weeks, it did about $600 in sales.
Yeah.
It was like, what? And so I published another one doing the same type of thing, and I got similar results. And then that's where I was like, wait a minute, there's a bit more to this than I thought. So,
pattern.
Right, exactly. There were certain things that, I was doing that were repeatable. And I picked up on those, and I just kept repeating that process.
Yeah, it's crazy. I had one of the main reasons for like kind of my success was I had 2 books which were bringing in the most money, and then I realized I was like, you know what? I've got this one book, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create another book on this topic.
Right.
And the first month, it did. I think it was half the amount of that niche book did.
Yeah.
And it was mind blowing. It's like, oh, okay. But the one thing everyone wants to know is, why did you start My Self-Publishing Blueprint?
Man, it's so simple. $1,000 changed my life. And you might be thinking, okay, well, $1,000 is not a lot of money. It's not in the grand scheme of things, but it is when you have no money. So when I made my first $1,000 online with Kindle publishing, mentally, it clicked. I was like, I can do this. I can make money online. This is real. This is happening. And it made such a difference for myself, for my wife, for the family. My daughter was like 1, so she had no clue what was going on as long as she was great. But me and my wife, we all of a sudden, we were able to go to the movies and not worry about it and order popcorn and not like, have the conversation. Oh, really? Do you have to get the popcorn? It's like, we didn't have to have that conversation at all. And like, well, how much is a popcorn? In Mexico, it's like $5 here. But I know for, Canada, it's like $20 for the popcorn, right? But I know, right?
What?
I know. But bottom line is, we didn't have to have a conversation about us going to the movies. When a movie came out, we could go to it. We're just big movie people. We like going to the theaters and enjoying ourselves. So we could go out, not worry about it, and enjoy ourselves. That peace of mind, that it's not even stability, just being able to do that, changed everything about our how we felt and everything. And it was just from that first $1,000, $2,000. So I came out with my self-publishing blueprint because I wanted more people to experience that feeling of making that first $1,000. And that's why that's why I've focused it, right? It's like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's right. Your step-by-step guide to making your first $1,000 with Kindle publishing. It's
guys, I'll have a link to that in the description as well.
Cool. So I just wanted that because so many people are talking about like, oh, hey, I make 6 figures online with Kindle publishing. It's not relatable. But making that first 1,000 is what everybody has to do, because once you make that first 1,000, guess what? Making 2, 3, 4, 5, 10,000, piece of cake. But that first 1,000 is the hardest, and that's where most people end up giving up, is they don't reach that first 1,000.
Well, in my situation, the same thing. Is like you reach the 1,000 and then you go back down, but you actually, because you produce terrible books, sorry guys, and I haven't published for a while, but then you know the strategies and the techniques to actually take your business back up, and that's what I'm doing right now. So like you say, once you know how to get to that 1,000, it's very easily replicable and be able to move on back and further.
You're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right, because the skills don't disappear.
Yeah, the skills, exactly.
The skills don't disappear.
Yeah, well, I'd say it really depends on what skills you learn, because I've had to relearn some of the stuff that I've learned, because some of it's what we call black hat tactics, but the way you find niches, the keywords, all that stuff is like, I've got a lot better than that in the last couple of months, just by working and reapplying what I've already learned. Yeah. So it's everything you go and learn, but it's everything that you've learned from. But if you want to do the white hat tactics, with most courses that are out there, you've got to find a new way, because they're not teaching how to get reviews the right way, how to do email marketing the right way. Like your course covers the basics on how to start email marketing, which is good. And then I'd say in the group, that's when it starts to expand.
The Facebook group, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. 100%. Like even though that part is not in your course, it's expanded in the Facebook group, and everybody's there helping each other out, giving advice, giving help. So although it's not in the course, it's a community of people helping each other. It's
like AMS, right? Like running Amazon ads.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one lesson on Amazon ads inside the basic blueprint. I talk about it in the accelerator, but not on the basic blueprint. But there are countless people inside the course that are running AMS ads because of the conversations inside the Facebook group. And that's just so cool. It's its own community of people who want to keep improving their business and helping each other. Yeah,
that's the one thing that I like about your Facebook group is I could say it's more of a communal effort, and there's no fear. There's no thinking that you're asking a wrong question or something. There's always that community aspect. And even guys like Jacob and Ollie, those two guys made a lot of money from Luke's course. We'll talk about it in a minute. They're helping out, and that's one of the things I like about the group as well.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's go. So I've got a bunch of questions here. So yeah, all right, going straight onto it. The success stories. Tell me the success stories from your course. Just like a few of them.
Bro, man, I love it. Like Ollie sent, I don't know if you saw it on Facebook or his Instagram, but he sent us a picture of him in first class that he paid for just with his publishing business. You know, he's sitting there, towel over his face, leaning back, and I had the stewardess take a picture of him flying first class. Why? Because he can afford it. He doesn't have to. He could save his money, but you know what? He's traveling Asia right now, and traveling in style, the way you should be traveling. It was funny. I just had a message on Facebook It was somebody that I spoke to. He bought the course way back when it first came out. And I can't remember exactly what he said, but he didn't really do anything with it. But he just started getting back into it. And he's like, I just can't believe how much it's grown and how much it's expanded. And he's only making a couple $100 a month right now. But he's like, it's made all the difference in the world. Yeah. And those are the stories I just love hearing about. Or Surej, right? Maybe you'll link his interview. The fact that this guy had been publishing, I think he started a few months before me, but just wasn't clicking. Now he's making a couple grand a month, and he's over in India, so a couple $1,000s a month, right? A couple $1,000s a month in India puts you on like you're up there with people who have been going to school for the last 15, 20 years, just because of the conversion rate. And he's like a prime example of somebody who has been doing it 100% white hat.
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right. So what sets your course apart from other courses online nowadays? There's
two reasons, right? I'll say a third as well. Number one, I'm still publishing. 100%. There's no one else who's running a course right now that is still actively publishing. I got 15 books coming out over the next like 4 weeks. No one else is still publishing books. They've all moved on. So, I don't know if you saw the Facebook post. I just added 11. I was just writing an email actually to everybody. 11 books I have coming out. And I just added 11 new lessons to the course.
Am I gonna have to update my thing?
Right. Oh no, your review, man. Yeah. I told you about these were all the lessons that I thought I told you about, like, hey, these are going to be coming up. But yeah, I just added 11 new lessons. And you know what? There's a few on there. There's probably like 3 or 4 additional ones that I just thought of yesterday. I'm like, I got to get that in there. I got to get that in there.
So it's gone from 4,000 words to maybe 4,500.
Yeah. So but if you're, and this is prime. This is exactly what makes the blueprint different. Yep. Look how quick it's updated. You're writing a review on it. Your review is essentially outdated because I've already updated the course. Whereas we look, I know, right? So sorry. Whereas we look at, it's just, and that's because I'm still in it. I'm still publishing. It's still happening for me. So that's reason one. Reason two, it's the community. We talked about the Facebook group. I don't like, people have said that there's no other Facebook group community for self-publishing that's like the blueprint. Yeah. And we have the free group and the paid group. I'm in both. I don't know if you're in both, but
yeah, I'm in both.
You're in both. And just the conversations in both those groups are just incredible. It's a safe place where people can come. Like you said, they can ask questions. I don't care if I'm answering the same question over and over again. If I am, usually I'll just do a video because that's a common question, a common problem, right? Or if it happens in the course, I just create a new lesson because that's obviously a missing link. But the community is like none other. And people have said that from taking other courses, that they're like, your Facebook group is the only one. Where David, there was an interview I did with David, right? He was in Luca's Facebook group, started 2017, but he tried asking questions and he got hammered with, why don't you know this? Negativity, toxic, I don't know.
Toxic environment.
Right, a toxic environment, right?
Yeah.
And he got discouraged. He found my course later, found the Facebook group, and he's blowing it up, doing over 1,000, I think $1,300 a month now.
Nice.
But that was because he needed support in the Facebook group. So that's number two. Number three, can I say it's just me?
Yeah, I can go over it, man.
Me?
Don't worry.
It's me. You get the course, you get me. Man. I've built my channel, my business just on me. Just, man, I went from 0 to 1,000. This is how I did it.
Yeah.
I got a 5-figure a month business now with everything involved, and I just show people what I've been doing. There's no secrets, there's no tricks, it's just I'm just trying to show people how to increase their income, take back their freedom, and design their lifestyle, the lifestyle they want.
Bang, bang, bang.
I'm just trying to show people how I'm doing that. Like, look, Michael, guess where I was looking today? I was doing a little window shopping.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice.
We were testing it out. The new model finally arrived. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm just documenting
I like it.
How I'm gonna pay for this. And I'm just documenting it every single week. So if people are like, how did he do it? They literally can watch week by week and learn what I did, copy me, and do it themselves.
Yeah. We were talking about that before, back in January, weren't we? Like over our private chat, and like the income reports, guys. This guy got me back into them.
That's awesome, bud. That's awesome.
If you're wondering, yeah, but the quarterly now, because I understand I got the time to do monthly, but yeah. So that's success stories. So feeling students. All right. So yeah, the future plans for the blueprint. Which direction are you going to start taking it in?
Well, I think like the blueprint will always be there to help people go from that 0 to 1,000, and then of course beyond. Like, like Ollie and lots of people have gone beyond the 1,000, of course, right? I'm gonna keep publishing books because I enjoy it. It's a relatively simple process, especially once you get somebody who outsources, or I have a Kindle manager who runs 90% of my Kindle business, right? But that is kind of the next step. That will be the next thing that I'll be coming out with, is how to get into the position where I am. Can you get a Kindle business and then have somebody run it for you? So you're just kind of, playing the strings, so to speak, and you're just managing it, keeping it on a track, kind of where I'm at right now. So that's the next big program that I'd be working on. That'll kind of coincide along with the basic course there.
So my self-publishing outsourcer.
I haven't even thought about that. Maybe like it'll be like the blueprint VA. I don't know. I'll come up with something cool. I'll just listen to some more Jay-Z. Come up with a name.
Get ideas from you. All right. So what's the best thing? Blueprint. All right. Success stories. I think we're kind of covered. All right. So if people want to contact, actually, no. I have something. You
got a question? All right. Let's do it.
Last one. I was just going to say, do you have any last kind of encouragements for anybody, or any last words you want to say to people?
Yeah, just do it. Just start. Kindle publishing is 110% the best thing you can do when you're a beginner and you're looking at making some money online. The cost of getting into it, you can get into it for like $300 or less. If you want to lower the cost because you don't have quite $300, then just write the book yourself. You don't write, well, don't worry, just you can do it. Right? It's so easy to get going once you have a blueprint to follow, pun intended.
Yeah.
And it's the only business that I know where you can go from 0 to $1,000 a month within 90 days.
Yeah.
So
100%. And what would you say to people that are kind of like on the fence? They have like kind of, how can we say it? They've got like kind of second thoughts in their mind that this might not work.
Yeah, it might not. Totally. You might just, the bed, and it might not work and blow up in your face. You also might get hit by a truck today on your way to work.
Yeah.
So.
But I would say for that, it's just like throw all them things out the window.
Yeah.
And just do it. Just do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Just
do it. It's like when people ask, somebody posted in one of the groups, how many hours should I be working a day on my Kindle business? I just responded, you work until it's done. You work until you're making money. We're not at McDonald's. We're not counting hours. You're running a business. You work until it's done. And just It might not work, but you know what? Get involved in the community, ask questions, make it work.
Yeah.
You can make it work.
And okay, something I want to say from my end is when I first kind of like met Emeka, and this was back when did you first contact me? It was like November or October, right?
Of 2016, right?
2017. 2017. That's when you first contacted me, kind of thing. That's when we first started getting involved.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, when he contacted me, I was a bit on the fence. I was like, okay, who's this Emeka guy? Who's this course? I was like, so I was very skeptical because I was still with Lucas' course right there, and I was like very skeptical, like, what was going on? But Emeka was very friendly, forthgoing, and he basically said, I want you to get involved, and he was very, I could say, it was very friendly towards me, and it was basically trying to help me out as much as he could, although I had experience already. And he basically gave me the course. That's this game. He gave me the course for free. So there was no, how could you say it, reason for me to review it. And now we're talking April. He gave me the course back in, I think it was January, after I said, okay, give me the course. Let me have a look at it. He gave me the course back in January. I haven't done a review for this course until April because I wasn't confident in the course. I was like, no, this course it's okay. But after he upgraded, after he improved it, I was like, you know what? The community is good. The course is good. And I actually give Emeka's course my backing. For this current moment, I give the course the backing right now. So yeah, if you guys want to get involved in it, I have my affiliate link, which is emekamethod.com. That goes straight through to the course. And if you go through on that, boom, you get some free mentoring from me, 30 minutes. And I'm thinking of some other bonuses as well for the future. But yeah, but 100% guys, if you're interested in the course, it's a great way to get started with Kindle publishing, because the course is one, but the community is two. So yeah, this is just my personal thing from me. So
I appreciate hearing that, man. Appreciate hearing 100%. That.
Cool. I wanted people to know, man. So yeah, thank you for your time, Emeka. This has been a great little chat. Yeah. And forgot about the bonus. If you go through my link, me and Emeka are going to have a Kindle talk on different aspects of the Kindle business that works, and you also get that if you go through my link. So it's just no encouragement.
That'll be money.
Yeah. So yeah, that talk's going to be interesting. We're having that one next. All right, guys. All right. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions about Blueprint, about Kindle publishing, anything like that, comment below. And if you want to see more interviews like this, because more are going to be coming out, subscribe. All right, Emeka, you want to say anything?
Join the Blueprint. Let's do this. Make your first 1,000. There's nothing stopping you. Nothing stopping you.
All right. Cheers, Emeka.